Hey guys, gals, and pals, Chow here, and I want to talk about the Rivals versus Overwatch debate. So it's been a thing for a while that people say one has to be better than the other. So here's my take on that. Stick around to the end if you want to hear everything I have to say, because this is pretty beefy. So, I'm pretty sure we can all understand that I'm a Rivals enjoyer because of all the Jeff clips. But I did play Overwatch before this. And for the longest time, I actually refused to play Rivals because I had issues with the third person style. Thankfully, my best friend nailed it in and made me try Rivals, and I am so thankful. So I've been playing Rivals since about Season 3 and have around 1,200 hours on there. Meanwhile, I started playing Overwatch when it was still Overwatch 2 and it had just gone free to play. I had about 1,000 hours on there before I stopped. Recently, I wanted to try going back to Overwatch just to see how the game's doing and how the game plays now, especially since I haven't played since before perks were introduced. So I got on a few times this week, hoping to just jump back into the game and play like I used to. I was a little surprised by the menu alone, because it got different and it's a little confusing now. It took me a minute to try figuring out where I needed to go. I ended up joining the practice range to test out new abilities and the perks and everything. When I say that the training range in Overwatch is different than Rivals, I do mean it. In Rivals, you can change who you're playing at any time, no matter where you are on the map. While in Overwatch, you have to change who you're playing in the designated spawn room. Well, it's a little inconvenient, but nothing to really die on. Let's check out the target fire range. Well, in Rivals, you have a lot of settings. You can change who you're fighting, how they're moving, the speed they're moving, if they're fighting back, and you can move around in the practice area. In Overwatch, you're just stuck behind a barrier and you can only shoot training bots or targets, not characters. It seems Rivals has the better training range. Well, what about the basic game modes? Rivals has pretty simple, straightforward game modes being Quick Match and Competitive. Both of them are in a 6v6 open queue format and have really short queue times. The longest Quick Match queue I had there was about 1 minute and 20 seconds, while my longest comp queue was about 2 minutes. Meanwhile, Overwatch has a few more game modes, being Quick Play 5v5 Role Queue and 5v5 Ranked Role Queue. They also have Quick Play 6v6 Open Queue and 6v6 Open Queue Competitive. Plus, they also have Stadium and Competitive Stadium, although I think this is being disconnected from what was said the last dev vision. The average queue time for me has varied from as short as about 3 minutes to like 15 minutes. This was only in quick play, and because I don't even want to see how bad comp must be. Okay, well, what about the arcade game modes in both games? Rivals often has collabs with its own movies, TV shows, and comics. Right now, we currently have Marvel Vampires. It's a PvE game mode where you have 5 players fighting vampires in waves. You can choose who you play, and then level up, customizing your build, armor, and perks. We also have Free Fight, where you can have any amount of the same character. This match does start with bans, but it's more of a control thing. We also have Deathmatch and 16 versus 16, the most chaotic mode in the game. Later this season, we're also getting an Age of Ultron inspired game mode. It's PvE, and it's to help advertise the Avengers Doomsday movie coming out later this year. Overwatch also has game modes in the arcade, but right now they revolve around the same idea, or a season. If I'm correct, right now they have the summer games. So Lucio Ball, beach volleyball, stuff like that. They also have a no limits game mode and a deathmatch, just like Rivals. So now, what everyone's been waiting for, let's finally get into the gameplay. In Marvel Rivals, I am a strategist main, playing mostly Jeff, the Landshark, but I also play Gambit, White Fox, Deadpool, and Jubilee. Rivals has a good damage feedback system and also has a healing feedback system. It has its basic comms, but you can even make custom comms. It has mostly unique abilities, minus most strategists having basic healing circle as their ult. But its main feature is the team-ups, where two heroes can team up and get enhanced effect on abilities. Rivals heroes have a 1 to 5 star rating system to show how easy or hard they are to learn. I picked up Jeff within a few hours, and Gambit within about 2 days. It's pretty easy to figure out what happens on the fly, even without any prior practice. This game for me has little to no lag, and I've only gotten disconnects due to severe weather or internet issues. Some lag happens if there's too much visual clutter on the screen, but that's been toned down this season. In Overwatch, a little reminder that I was here first and am coming back to this. I was always a DPS main. I play Sombra and Venture. The damage feedback there is okay, it's nothing horrible, but there isn't any healing feedback. It was a little difficult trying to pick Venture back up again, as they have their new perks. Sombra, on the other hand, she was very hard to pick back up. Her playstyle has changed again, seeing as I last played her before Venture released, and she's gotten another rework in that time. If you know Overwatch and Overwatch's heroes, then you should know that Sombra has had so many reworks. It's kinda crazy, and that's why I stopped playing her. She just kept getting change after change. Okay, you might say try a support. Well, I did. I tried Juno, because I used to play her when I queued support. She hasn't changed much, but again, perks were added. And there's no healing feedback, which made it a little hard to know if I was healing anyone or not. Overwatch also introduced 10 new heroes after I left, and another one's on the way soon. Overwatch also has a lot more lag, and I disconnected every few games. Trying to get the footage was a little hard because of that. Like, I can go from the worst lag ever and disconnect after disconnect to Overwatch, and have smooth gameplay in Rivals, not even 5 minutes after. I don't think this is my system, and I don't have issues with any other games. So let's talk skins. Rivals has 4 tiers of skins, being default, rare, epic, and legendary. Defaults are just that, the default. Rare is mostly just recolors, and epic has minor changes in the model and clothing, or in some cases, as recently, the lack of clothing. And legendaries have a lot of changes to the model and or clothing, with some heroes getting completely new outfits that look way different than the base model. These often come with unique sounds, ult VFX, and recolor options. Some skins have origins in other media, think Capwolf or Symbiote Jeff, for the comics, or MCU skins, while others are fully unique to Rivals itself. Skin prices are as low as $6, but can also be as high as $20 for the more rare skins. Overwatch has 6 skin tiers, being common, rare, epic, legendary, ultra, and mythic. Commons being the default, rare being recolors, epic having some changes in clothing, legendary having clothing and some of the model changed, ultra having unique clothing and some unique VFX, and finally mythics changing model, clothing, and having most of their attacks have unique VFX as well. All skins in Overwatch are fully originals, as there isn't really much to pull from because the comics and animatics were made after everything. Skin prices here range from as little as $5 to $40. Now, I do want to be 100% honest and transparent. This is a heavily biased video, but I'm only going on facts from what I've seen myself and not what I hear from others and what others feel. So take all of this with some salt. If you play Rivals and want to try something new, go over to Overwatch. Or if you're coming here from Overwatch, go take a try at Rivals. Both games have been really good. And I'd love to see what you guys think if you comment below. What do you think about the differences? If I get any likes, each like will be 1 pet for my cat Sly. And with all of that said, this is my review of the Overwatch vs Rivals comparison. I'll see you all next time and have a great day.